Yeah, just Coach talks about all the time, just putting together every phase of the game for 60 minutes. And tonight we went 60 plus, but this is what this team can do when we put all three phases of football together for the whole game. And I couldn't be more proud of every single one of my guys in the team. And just in the locker room, we just pray. We just gave all the glory to God. Through all the losses, we gave Him glory, and now through the win, we just give Him all the glory that He allowed us to do this tonight.
Was this a case of where things didn't happen the first half of the season, and now it all came together?
Yeah, I'd say we've been working to put each phase of the game together. Some games offense played good, defense wouldn't. Some games defense play awesome, and offense just can't do anything. So I think we've just been working towards putting every phase of the game together. And tonight I thought we did, and we knew it was going to be a 60-plus minute game, that we weren't going to be able to just win it in the first half. We had to go all the way to the end of the game, even if it took overtime. So I just think we've been working very hard all season, and I think it clicked, and excited to get on a roll.
Well, Coach just talked about, with all the close games you guys have had, learning to finish games. How do you feel like you guys kind of finished the game tonight?
Yeah, I just think it was a mindset over anything. We knew that we were going to have to come out and run the ball, and whichever team was going to run the ball and whichever team was going to stop the run, that's who was going to win the game. And just tough football. So I think it was a mindset change we had. Our guys were hungry, that we knew we had to finish the game on a good note, unlike we've done before. So I was incredibly proud of my guys. We were able to do that tonight.
Coach has also at times this season talked about how you showcased your scrambling ability in practice, and it was something that you had yet to see consistently in games on Saturdays. It seems like, pocket was breaking down, and we were able to kind of make things happen with the legs, a bunch of long runs. What were they kind of showing you that allowed you to kind of take advantage of that?
I just when I drop back and I see a lane, I have the green light to just go sometimes, and we got great receivers, and they were open, but sometimes the lanes are just there to run, and we just do with what they give us. And so they were giving us big rushing lanes, and so I was able to step up and make some plays, and receivers blocked very well downfield, and the O-line played great. It wasn't like they were letting up people just run free or anything. They played a great game. There was just big rushing lanes I was able to step up through and make some plays.
So you're talking about Andrew. He's made some pretty big kicks for you guys this year. Just what's he mean to this program?
Oh, it's everything. People get lost in the offensive and defensive schemes, but having a great kicker is awesome, and he's actually my roommate, and he's an awesome guy. Just confident, and we're all confident in what he can do, and it's a great feeling knowing that when he gets on the field, you just know he's going to put it through the uprights. So he's awesome.
What was going through your head when North Dakota sent the offense back out to a two-point conversion?
Defense is going to stop them. I knew we would. As an offense, we were ready to get back out there and go score again, but then they tried to go for two. So I had full confidence in the defense, and the defense was confident within themselves that they were going to make a stop, and they did, and it feels good.
Good?
Yep.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Doug, how proud? Is this a case of, and I don't know, all the frustration from types of the way you guys were losing to come out tonight, all three phases really probably played the last game of the year?
That's what you envision. That's the vision we have of our kids, our team. See our defense, see our special teams. And, and in a game, it's never perfect. We made mistakes, I think, on, Gunner running into our punt region. Mistakes are going to happen in games. But what I was most proud of our kids was how they responded. How they responded when a mistake happened and we come down and answer. Right before half, how big was that to score knowing that they're going to get the ball in the second half? Then, like we have in some games where, okay, the offense, might have got 3 and out, and to see in the fourth quarter them put a drive together to go down there and tie the football game, that's what you work on. And we're going to continue, but I couldn't be more proud of the effort. We thought we needed 60 minutes to win. That was the game plan, 60 minutes to win. And, right before that overtime, we called them in together, and guess what? It's 60-plus minutes to win. I think our kids were excited, and to see our defense really step up that last play. If you go back when 4's in there, They're very successful on fourth down plays, on, when they need 2 yards, 3 yards. And for our defense to step up and make a play and win it that way, we always say, how do you win games? Defense, defense, defense. And to see them, be able to do that, it goes a long way.
You always said you wanted your kids to play and have fun, play loose. Did you see that tonight?
Yeah, winning's fun. We tell them that too, when you win a football game. But yeah, it's a game, it's playing, you put in all this work in the off season, all this work during the week to be able to go play a 60-minute game where you make plays, they make plays, and you battle. And that was a battle, back and forth against a very good football team. And, to see our kids, and again, we do this job. You coach to see your kids succeed. We coach for them to sing that fight song in that locker room, and for them to be able to do it tonight, like I said, I couldn't be more proud of them.
Yeah, with the close games you guys have had this year, you talked about, learning to finish games.
Mhm.
I feel like you guys kind of finished tonight.
At halftime, I truly believe the team that comes out in the second half, and we told our kids this, that toughness in the second half. The team that comes out in the second half and is able to run the football is going to be the team that gets what their work deserves. And I thought us being able to run the football, their quarterback was almost perfect that first half. Third down plays, 11 of 12 passing. But I still believe stopping the run, us being able to run the football, that was going to determine the outcome of the game. And I think you saw it. There was drives we didn't throw the ball. That last drive, we might have dropped back and Bo scrambled, but it's a rush. So for us, being able to stop the run, they had some breaks. But when you look at the rushing yards that we had compared to them, I think that was the difference in the ball game.
Usually, in an overtime, the team that, were you surprised he went for the win?
No, if you're on the road, now they are the seventh-ranked team, but, they're on the road, and they probably felt like they had an opportunity from 3 yards away to end it, get on a plane, and go back home. So we all make those decisions. Those decisions are probably discussed. Hey, if we get into overtime, what do we think we could do? And I'm sure they had a play that they've executed in practice and felt very good about it. So it didn't surprise me, when we saw 4 come out there, that they were going to go for 2. And like I said, you don't know what. He runs it, but he's a backup quarterback at one point in his career, so he can throw it. He's a tight end now, but, he can still be able to throw the ball too.
All the time out, what'd you tell him?
Just one play. Game can be over. And I thought our kids rallied, and I loved the effort they gave. I thought, we always talk about relentless defense and seeing our kids all over the place, making tackles, tackle for losses, stuffing the run when we needed to stuff the run. We got that 3 and out. And, then a mistake happens, and guess what? Mistakes happen, and you deal with it. There where we, ran into the punt returner, and they get the ball, and they end up scoring. That's, I think, our first 3 and out of the ball game. It just didn't end well. But again, before, maybe we would have went into the tank a little bit. So, again, it's all about how you respond to adversity.
You talked about seeing Bo's scrambling abilities
Mhm.
in practice and how
Mhm.
necessarily consistently showing up on Saturday again. It seemed like he was, running all over
Yeah.
the place, making
Yeah.
plays out of nothing seemingly with a double long run.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on how he was able to kind of make something out of nothing?
Yeah, he was hard to defend. We had some design cue runs that I thought we executed, especially in the first half. But the scrambling ability, and, they might have had someone spying him, but, he's fast. And the answer they had was going 0. They brought more than we could protect, and something we knew they would do. They did it against us 2 years ago with Mitch. The last series of the game, we're inside the 25-yard line, and we got 2 0 pressures. One's a sack, and one we throw to a receiver who doesn't get the first down. So we kind of knew they had that, and we got to find better answers. because you'll start seeing more. But the key is getting the ball out because they're bringing more defenders than you have.
Now, how does that help the offense to have a quarterback who can make plays like that when, when the defense brings a heavy pressure, when the play breaks down, and he's able to, just make something out of nothing?
That something can always happen. On third down, I think, again, we were good on third down. And sometimes he's getting those third down maybe throwing. Sometimes he's getting those third down by passing. And I give credit to our O-line. Our running backs we challenge, wanted to see Tyshawn get into a groove, which I think we did. We wanted to see Ethan get into a groove, in which we did. And the unsung heroes are those tight ends that just hit a wall the whole game. They're coming back and running into bodies and helping with the offensive line and opening some of those holes.
Coach, we saw a fast start last week, going up 14-0. Another, quick start again, going up 7-0. How are you able to get this team going quick and early these past couple weeks, just to get ahead of the chains?
Yeah, that's what we kind of work in practice. We start right from the get-go in practice, ones-on-ones. Kind of telling them, we want a quick start to practice. I want to see competition in practice. And I think that's really helped, on Wednesday, on Tuesday. And again, it's that practice execution becomes game reality. And it goes back probably to Missouri State, where we had like a 15-play drive there to start that game. So I think the confidence is in our guys, knowing the guys to the right of them or left of them are prepared and ready to play a football game. Our whole thing was trying to finish, put a 60-minute game together, offense, defense, and special teams. It wasn't perfect tonight, but it was enough to get the hard-fought victory.
After the tough losses, did you guys think you were going to beat a Dakota team? I know I could see that they were trying, because last week was by 10, so I could tell that you guys were coming together. But did you guys think that you could actually beat one of the big Dakota teams?
Kristen, we believe we can beat anybody on any given day. If we can believe in the plan, believe in each other, execute a plan, that we have enough athletes in our room to be able to compete with the guys that are in our league and on our schedule. We haven't done it. We have fallen short. We'll not make any excuses for that. But, our guys will keep working. They'll keep improving. And I expect the same of us getting back to work. We handle adversity and success one and the same. We're going to learn from this game, and we're going to try to get better starting Tuesday practice. Awesome, yeah. Yeah, Andrew, and we've seen it last year, the trust that we have in him, again, the consistency. And the hardest thing about a field goal, gentlemen, it takes protection of the guys up front. It takes a great snap by that long snapper. It takes a great holder not to give them the laces, and it takes that kicker to get it off in about 1.34 seconds. And, that's something that we work on during the week to make sure, the operation is there, and we have full trust that Andrew will put it right between the goalposts.